Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. What's up, Eric? What's up, King? Hidden? What's up, John? What's up, other John? What's up, Candace? What's up, Evis? What's up, Daffy? Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up, Mel? What's up, Shibu? What's up, Sing2? Happy Theta Burn Thursday. What's up, Sandollar? Glad to have you. Give the like. Appreciate you, Mel. Morning all from E. Appreciate you, E. Morning, Brian. As you guys can see, I've already taken the liberty of adding the previous day demand and the previous day supply. The in-between area is really just a smaller area of possible demand. I just kind of left it there. More importantly is this area here and this area here. But I wanted to add an in-between area that kind of added this bigger time frame level, really where this hammer hit up to the top of that red candle. And this creates an area of possible demand where price could come down and hold as support. So if we get a break of 406.30s, we most likely are headed here. If we end up cracking this, we'll most likely head to 405. And if we crack 405, then we can look for that previous day demand down here. But overall, I just wanted to add that area in between. If we don't pull back at all, let's just say we just continue higher. What can we look for? Really looking for the previous day high to break. And this goes down all the way to the 407.50 area here to create an area of possible supply. So if we can get past that area at 407.80, 407.85-ish area, then we can possibly make it to 408 and 408.50. You have 409, 409.50, 410. You got a lot of psychological levels, really. But the main levels above are 408.50 and 410. But you do still have 409, 409.50, and so on. So be sure to check that out. But that's the plan, though, for the downside and the upside for the smaller time frame. Let's go to the bigger time frame real quick, which I've kind of been showing y'all two different charts for this one. I think I clicked the wrong number, whatever. But as you can see, though, we have broken supply. Again, if I back this out more, let me do that. This is supply from this candle here. Again, going from the high to the open of the last green candle before this bigger reversal. Creates an area of supply. Sellers are in here. Sellers are in here. Got above it. Couldn't hold above it. Got above it. Couldn't hold above it long. So they have done better over time, as you can see from here to here to here, on trying to hold above this candle. You could say they've definitely done better here than they have here, and you could say they've done better here than they have here, because at least there was no candle sitting on top of it here. They were all barely closing above. There was at least a couple candles at least trying to hold above that area here. So I would say this attempt was actually a little bit better, but they didn't get as far either. So a little bit of a lower high from the last high, and they're leaving supply now. You can see they've exited, moved a little bit lower, and now you can see we're up about 407 thanks to Meta earnings and a couple other earnings, of course, across the week that have done well enough to move the market up higher. As you guys can see, we did get that pop the other day, possibly seeing another pop today. So we'll see if it can hold. Again, is the question. It's not the fact that, oh, we're popping like we did yesterday. You know, we're getting a good jump to the upside. Can we hold it? That's really the question, is can we hold it? And it's not, oh, are there bulls around? There's definitely bulls around here. I don't think that's the problem. But let's go to the other chart. This is the chart we've all been charting together. I think it's this one, actually. Yeah. This is the one we did together in stream. I think it was almost 2 weeks ago. Actually, I think it was 2 weeks ago today. Maybe a week ago today. I'm not sure. But either way, we ended up drawing all of this together. And as you can see, after drawing the lead test, they did fail to get back above the control point and golden pocket. Rejected it, actually, with lowering volume. Got a bearish kicker that not only rejected from that area, but also closed lower. And then you can see we had a little bit of a higher open, thinking bulls were going to try and take us back over 407.50. We rejected it, then instantly came all the way back down, and now we're in possible demand. Again, we already broke under the top of this, but now they're already back above it with Meta earnings sending us back higher. So if we're going to be at 407, that's going to put us right back about where my cursor is right now, right? So basically, the game plan from the bigger time frame is, can we close over 407.50, 0.50, area? And if so, this can possibly help buyers go retouch the 9 EMA. Again, this isn't super bullish yet. This is just a simple, let's go touch the 9 EMA on the daily time frame kind of thing. So look out for that to possibly happen today or tomorrow. If we do not and we just continue to reject 407.50s, watch for a lower close that ends up trying to hold over this demand around 405.30s, 405 area. So we could be seeing a close in between essentially 407.50 and 405s just because it's in between a very big level as well as an area of possible demand. So we'll see if we get that. We'll see if they defend those lows. But essentially, though, there's a couple dollars room under price. There's literally 50 cents above price where there's a huge resistance, so there's a lot going on the bigger and smaller time frame. But if all that made sense, please drop me a thumbs up, drop me a yes, drop me a yo, drop me something to let me know that you understand what's going on today. Good morning, Shaq. Very nice to hear Gold Creation. Very glad to have you back. Thank you, Sandollar, for the $4 donation. Appreciate you, boss. Manny, welcome to the channel. Let me show you where to go, in case you're new. But after you go to the YouTube channel, it'll look like this. Go to the membership section, and you could scroll through and go check out all the different videos and different links we've shared. I'm scrolling through it fast because I don't want people to grab some of the links that aren't private. But tons of videos in here. I just skimmed through it super fast, but there's about 40 plus videos in there. So make sure to check out that content. But thank you. Glad to have you here, boss. Good morning to you as well. Amazon earnings after hours, I believe. I think you are correct. Yeah, Amazon after hours. So probably not swing trading anything. And you could assume that we're going to get somewhat of a consolidation at the open, or see what kind of move we get. I would assume you guys see some sellers at the open, so we'll probably get a little bit of consolidation just because we have moved up and touched a pretty significant area. So you're going to have some people taking profits, sellers getting in based on short-term positioning. So I wouldn't be surprised on that from the open. Swung 110 call, selling it open. Ooh, good job. What's up, Terry? What's up, Evis? What's up, E? Bueller, you're a genius. What did I do? John's got it. Shibu's got it. Thank you, Sandollar. Candace has got it. Golden Creation's got it. Good morning, Michael. Good morning, Driz. Good morning, Max. And glad to have you all. Good morning, Chuck. Good morning, Ace. Glad to have you both in here. But who's all right over the watch list and who has those levels ready for the day? Again, if you have access to the Discord, or if you're in the YouTube gang server, whatever we're calling that server, I sent out a watch list that has links to each chart. So you should have a picture of SPY. You should have a big watch list in front of you, and each ticker should have a link next to it that you can click on and save for your own, so you can have the exact same levels. But who's all ready? Who's all ready over the watch list? Who has their links ready? Who has their charts ready? Who's all ready to go for the day? Come on, Chad, get hyped a little bit. What kind of day are we about to have? Even if we're about to have the most boring day ever, let's try to have a great day. A great day to be great. It is. missed you too, Eric. Whoa, whoa. Jay said, got paid today, so we lit. Don't spend it all in one place. I appreciate you. Little 10-piece McNugget meal. Something light. I'm gonna feed my kids with this money tonight, man. No, I appreciate you, Jay. Thank you, man. Jay's been around me a super long time. You've probably been around me too long now, man. We both started as guppies in our first ever Discord, and then we got out of that shit. And now we're guppies, but with a YouTube channel. Love your live streams. Hey, thank you, Eric. Appreciate you. Glad you like the live streams, man. Because, yeah, it's pretty much all what we wanted. You know, we're not trying to join a live stream every day and then be like, all right, guys, buy this exact call at this exact price right here, right now. And then, all right, guys, let's all sell it right here at this exact price right here, right now. Like, we're not trying to do call-outs. We're literally just trying to do SPY updates, talk about the sectors a little bit, go through some individual weights that could also be adding some damage to the market. There's tons to go over. Good morning, Sinful. Always a great day when you're here. Good morning, Boo Rock. Always a great morning when you're here as well. It's meant to be. Facts. Definitely appreciate any of the people who are around that long. Because I saw Carl posting the other day, so Carl's still around. Jay, you're still around. You know, there's still so many people who've been around for what feels like forever, but it's been, you know, just like 3, 4, 5 years now. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't even know how long it's been anymore. It's just how long it's been. Throws you off. Good morning, Spicy Pepper. Good morning, For Profit. How y'all doing? I couldn't spam you to play Acid Nation. I felt lonely, so I just chatted up Discord. Hey, good job, man. I did see you post a lot in there because I saw, well, of course, the usuals who post in there a ton, but it was nice, you know, because I posted a pretty good amount in the morning, so I didn't try to spam chat as much later in the day or at lunchtime. I just kind of chilled out there. But there was a ton of amazing updates and posts yesterday that not only for, like, plays, just in general, you know, just for advice or just for just good information. There was a ton of posts just by members on the trade floor that were making it super, super easy to read yesterday's market. So that was a lot of fun, too, just seeing how everybody was reacting. It's really good to kind of throw y'all out of the nest and see how far y'all can fly. Some of y'all go pretty freaking far. It's like throwing a paper plane across the room. Okay, yo, my bad. Is the music playing the exact same song? No, it isn't. Okay, never mind. I thought I was making it go crazy again. Yeah, exactly. Market open. Let's hurry up and wait. As you can see, I have no sense of urgency. What time frame does everyone here look at for the most part? What would you guys say? Sold my calls in today for a loss this morning. They are super green. Don't like holding overnight. It's hard to, Ace. I said this at the beginning of the week. I said it last week at the beginning of the week. You know, a majority of the market movement lately has actually been in the after hours. You know, the extended hours of the market. You know, so a lot of your swing trades are going to get kind of wacky. Especially not, and it's not even because of economic news or anything right now. It's not even because of blackout week. It's literally just because of earnings. Like there's just so many different earnings every different day that actually do have an effect on the market as a whole. You know, it's not like they're just reporting like Zim shipping, you know, where it's not going to move SPY at all. Like you're seeing Tesla report, Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Meta, Netflix. I mean, there's just so many big dogs reporting that actually do move SPY. You know, so it's definitely been a rough week on swing traders in that aspect, as well as day traders that exact same way. You know, because of the extra movement happening before market opens or after market opens, you know, that's adding less movement, you could say, for some of these days at certain times. You know, I'd say in the morning we have seen less movement over the past couple weeks, in a time where normally we would normally get our better breakouts. So, which that could also add into the mix of, oh well, we have Fed week soon, blah blah blah. Sinful's an OG. He aight. Paper plane, I was more like a wet paper plane yesterday. I eventually got to where I needed, but it wasn't pretty. Hey, man. The journey is everything. The star is going to be purple one day. Legend. How long is that again? If you do it for a year or 5 years or 4 years or something? 5 and 15, 5, 10 and 2, 5, 15, 30, 10, 5, 1, 1. I can't help but trade the 1 minute. That's totally fine. If you're a scalp trader, Terry, and you're on the 1 minute, there is nothing wrong with that. 1 minute at open? Are you being serious? Five and 30 minute? That's not bad. 5, 10, alternating 30 minute with new candle forms, entry with 1 minute. That's very, very good, Eric. That's pretty close to what I do. Yesterday had great price action. Hell yeah, it did. Hey, Daffy. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is this thing he sent? Critical hit? It's like a little Game Boy. I don't even know if I've seen that one. Okay, well, thank you, Daffy. I appreciate you, Daffy. Thank you. You guys are real, what should I say? You guys are real ready to give away today. I appreciate that, though. Thank you, thank you, thank you again. 48 month? Okay, yeah, that's nuts, John Harden. Good luck. I wish you the best of luck. It is going to be wild in here when it's like 3, 4, 5, 6 months from now, and we just have all these different colored stars everywhere in the chat. Daffy is goated. 5 and 10 minute. That's not bad. I was just curious. I didn't actually have any like advice or anything. I was just, I would think that when most people start out, they start out with like the 1 or the 5. You know, that's like a majority of when you're looking at for day trades or scalps. Most people start on the 1 or 5, but I would say a majority of where you should be when just watching price action needs to be like the 10 minute or more. And then when you're actually trying to get into a trade, then you can zoom on down to the 1 or the 5 minute or even the 3 minute. You know, Devin and me have both traded the 2 or the 3 minute. Those have both been very, very strong as well. The 3 minutes kind of a weird one because there's like 2 different kind of ways of thinking about it. 3 minutes, a very quick candle, but also at the same time, when 3 minutes go by, you're essentially taking a majority up of the next 5 minute candle. So a lot of people like to trade a 3 minute candle thinking the last 2 minutes of that 5 minute candle will be single directional for a majority of their trades. But that's not always the case. But what I was going to say, though, is that if you're on like the 10 or the 15, the 20, the 30 minute, if you're on any of these bigger, smaller intraday time frames, if that makes sense, these are always going to help you out a ton more in reading price action. But actual entry, you know, if you're like doing a quick scalp or a quick day trade, it makes sense that you're going down to the 1, 3, or 5 minute just to give yourself that easier to see view. But don't ever lose sight. Don't get tunnel vision on that smaller time frame. Don't lose sight of what you were literally going over on those bigger time frames. See you then, John. Good morning, Lucky Nugget. Man, Apple's on fire at open. And yep, I was just about to go through some weights and see what all is moving, what's all not. Just letting y'all get some messages going. See how everyone's doing. It's only the first 7 minutes. But yeah, you're not kidding. Apple's killing it right at the open. AMD fell right at the open. Microsoft's still moving higher. So Apple and Microsoft both doing really well at open. So XLK should be doing really well. Oh, they hit a little dip, so somebody's fighting them within that tech sector. I see AMD and Nvidia both fighting them. Tesla also got a little bit of a pop off that 152 level. They're above previous day close and the previous day lows. That's a good sign for Tesla. Google also getting a pop to the upside. We already know Meta's up. I mean, that one's kind of a no-brainer. But yeah, I'm up almost 14% of the day. That's going to help out a lot. Go to the Analyze tab, and it's like, oh yeah, Meta's a top 10 weight. They only weigh 1.37% of SPY, but that's still a lot. That's still a pretty good amount to move SPY a little bit. Plus, you have the momentum carry as well from Amazon, Nvidia, AMD, Apple, Microsoft. I mean, there's just so many other tickers that are moving up as well, whether it's from pre-market or from open. 62% gains on me overnight calls. It sounded like when you said on me overnight call, it sounded like Mr. Krabs. Meta 100% plus gains on some overnight calls. Bob all over the place this morning to break even on 5-5 calls. Hey, well, looks like you've been killing it though today, Sandollar. Good stuff, man. Good morning, Jazz. Always happy to see you. Spy fighting yesterday open. Great call out. Bing bong. What's going on, Jack? And yeah, they actually ended up holding yesterday open, that wick down. We're almost at 100% fib adjuster from open and drop. Yep, we're just up against that previous day high supply. Hitting it, tapping it. See if we pull back down to a certain extent to where it breaks today's open, or if we're just going to pull down just a little bit and hold over today's open in 9 EMA. See if we get a push through this previous day high supply. Again, it's a little bit larger of an area because I pulled the area of supply all the way down to 407.50 to add our bigger time frame level. It's a little bit smaller than that, but I wanted to include that level. Thank you for the hearts, whoever that is. Sitting patient here. I agree with you, Mel. Not a bad idea. And thank you guys for dropping a like on the stream. It definitely does help. Thank you guys for joining the channel, donating, everything, whatever you do. Appreciate whatever you do for the channel. Definitely means a lot. Thank you guys for making this channel such a great channel too. You know, with all the different videos we post, it's crazy how many different views or likes or comments or different questions we get from everybody. It's pretty cool having a pretty badass community. Everybody just wanted to help each other out, push forward, regardless of the difficulty, always looking to help each other out. And the trade results channel too. That's a public channel to everybody, and you guys have made that such a stellar place to just go in there and view and just read certain things. That's crazy. Using the different strategies from the community, but also just from yourselves. It's good to kind of hear that thought process. So not only can we learn from y'all and what y'all are doing in your trades, but also how we could possibly utilize some of those lessons we're reading from your trades into our trades. So it's always nice to just kind of use each other to kind of sharpen each other up and just really just overall get better. Something that takes time though, you know, you can't force it. There may be times where you want to make more money, or you want to make better trades, or you just want to feel like you're doing better, you know, whatever it may be. But in general, it's always better to just take it slow, be patient over time, you know, following that routine of marking the levels, reading through them, telling the story of the chart, circling certain entry and exits, you know, based on what is the chart doing and what kind of strategies do you like to do for your entry and exit. Visualizing as much as possible, and then slowly over time applying that to real opportunity. But that takes so much time, you know. It's not like a two-step process, you know. It's not like a let me finish this up in a week or two. No, it's going to take months, years. So don't push yourself. Don't try to revenge trade. Don't try to force yourself to grow. Forcing yourself to grow can definitely be a big hit to yourself. What's everyone looking at though? I'm sure most of you are looking at SPY. So far we've gone up, rejected previous day supply, rejected. We broke today's open and 9 EMA, all within one pullback candle. So wouldn't be surprised if you got a little bit of a smaller green candle here to give a reset. Wouldn't be surprised if we continue to pull back a little bit more. These are two of the higher probability scenarios from what we've seen in the first 3 5-minute candles on the chart. I'll leave my cursor on today's open, but let's see what the sectors have done first. Just kind of sideways for tech. Healthcare pulled back a little bit. Discretionary got a pop, pulled back. Financials picked up a little. Comms pushed up, then pulled back. Same for industrials. Staples are slightly up. Energy hit previous day low. They're getting a small bounce right now. So nothing's really moving too crazy. You got a couple sectors moving up and then instantly back down to here. You got a couple sectors that are down and then already back to here. There's like healthcare where it's just through the support and it hasn't bounced at all. You got a couple sectors that support, a couple sectors just kind of chilling at resistance. Everything's seeing where they want to go, getting their footing. Apple's still holding up very well after the first 15 minutes. AMD all the way down to a very big level at 85. They definitely pulled back very heavily. Microsoft hit 300 flat just now. They're holding against their previous day highs. Nvidia pulled back with AMD. Amazon pulled back. Tesla getting a push even with Amazon pulling back. Again, we're mentioning those together because those are the same sector. Google got a pop. Meta's already up crazily, and it's crazy because you have Meta up 14%. Google's getting a little bit of a pop on the intraday time frames, the smaller time frames, and then you have Netflix, which is literally the exact same sector, but it's falling through the floor. So that sector's getting a little bit of push and pull. It will be up because of how much Meta's up, but I'm saying you're going to get a little bit of a fight from it short term because of Netflix. So it might be up right now, but it might not move a whole lot more. So I might stunt the comm sector today. You can see even though tech got that pop, they're literally just right back to today's open. Almost like they've done nothing today from open. So keep an eye on Apple, Microsoft. Those are doing really well to the upside, but you have AMD and Nvidia to the downside. So if those end up catching support or slowing down or moving up higher again, that could help a really, really good boost on tech sector, which in turn, which would help boost SPY. Sorry, I was like reading 3 watch lists at once. So watch for that sector to pick up. Comms, we've already seen they're stunted a little bit. Discretionary, you guys saw Amazon and Tesla doing literally the exact opposite for a second. So keep an eye on that. Which, even with that pullback, Amazon's still up 2%. So not a bad day for them. Pretty crazy seeing Netflix do that. Yeah, for real. You got Meta up 15%. That's why I think you will get some buying pressure at some point today on that, especially if Meta's trying to move higher. I mean, they're up 15% on the day. Google's literally doing well, following Netflix's lead. Tesla up against pre-market high. Watch for Amazon to either continue holding previous day high area or breaking it. If they continue holding it, that's good for Tesla. If not, that could be bad. Which, if in turn this breaks 155.50 and Amazon continues holding previous day highs, it's a very good sign for them. For that sector, XLY. Nvidia broke yesterday open and yesterday closed in the same candle. Let's see if they bounce back and retake either of those. They're trying to right now. Microsoft still holding up. AMD also down below its entirety of previous day. See if they can hold on 85 and get a pop back to the 9 EMA, or if they're going to continue to drop. Apple pulled back. Not a good sign by tech. Still above really good areas. Again, still above previous day high, still above today's open, still above 9 EMA, still above 165.30. watching anything? All right. So we'll see against 405 if we keep getting a seller resistance, or buyers are going to try and penetrate that, get above it, try to hold it as support, which could in turn turn it into a bullish support. And then we'll see if they want to try to continue higher towards 408.50, possibly 410 above to the higher levels. If we keep getting a rejection here, we keep getting those wick downs, this will prove to us that sellers are still in control of this supply area from previous day. Again, that's from previous day high down to 407.50, giving us an area where sellers are present. So we'll see if buyers can penetrate and break over them and hold it, or if they're going to continue to reject. Nope, he didn't lose the music. It's just switching songs. Tesla fighting pre-market high. Great call out, Jay. Come on, guys. I asked what's everyone looking at. Nobody answered. What are y'all looking at? I know not everybody's just looking at SPY. See if we get that push or not. Like I said at the beginning of the stream too, you can also switch to the 10-minute if you want to get a little bit more passive of a view. You don't like this quick movement. You can switch up to a bigger time frame. SPY, Tesla, SPY, and tech. Good eye, yeah, because tech's definitely a big mover today. You're mostly exclusive SPY, not bad. Looking at my put dying. Apple's testing 9 EMA. Remember we talked about the crucial levels some of these bigger weights are at. Microsoft moving higher. That's probably why we're getting a pop. Nvidia moving lower. They don't weigh as much as Apple and Microsoft, so it's not hurting the pump as much. But if Nvidia and AMD weren't just dropping the way they are, we'd probably be seeing a lot bigger of a candle in XLK as well as SPY. But as you can see, Amazon defending previous day highs, also getting a good pop with Microsoft on that push. Tesla 155.50 is a crucial level. See if they push that or not. Google is still pushing. Meta still against high of day. Even Netflix got a little pop there. So a lot of different things moved up just now. Tech still relatively hasn't moved a whole lot. See if healthcare drops still done. Discretionary still against previous day highs on their sector chart. Financials got a pop. Comms got a pop. Which we saw that. Even energy and utility got a pop. Alright, we're now to the top of that supply. We'll see, can we get above it, or are we just going to continue rejecting it? AMD is leaking. Nvidia, yep, both of those are leaking. Talked about those a few times now, and they're just still drilling. All I watch is SPY with SPY sectors on my watch list. Working with limited screens at work, so I prefer to watch SPY and wait for it to reach my predetermined levels. Hey, good job, Eric. It's definitely a great method. Plus, over time, you know, just watching just SPY and the sectors of SPY, you're probably going to get a really, really good eye for those sectors and how they react with SPY, or how they might affect each other even. But it's really awesome too, because you'll see, I've gone over this example so many different times and then it happens, but you'll see like every sector is green or every sector is red. And then let's, like today, every sector is green except healthcare. Healthcare is the single red sector. Let's say that was the only sector that was actually trying to move down and all these other ones were holding. What could healthcare do to hurt or help SPY? Let's say healthcare started to turn green. It kept moving higher. Well, that's going to give an extra little bit more green movement on SPY because it's already up a lot because every other sector is green, right? But if the second heaviest sector steps in and becomes green again, well, then that could also push SPY even just a little bit more so higher. And vice versa. Let's say every sector is red. And let's say tech and healthcare together go green. Well, now you're going to get a really, really big indecisive candle on SPY because every sector is red, but you have the top two sectors trying to turn green, you know, so it really does help to just kind of know that. And then also, I've seen a few people that I've been helping with lately write these on like note cards and stuff, which is very, very smart. But you shouldn't just know what sectors are in SPY. Like if I say what's in SPY and you go tech, healthcare, discussion, like that's awesome. But what are in those sectors? You know, if I ask you what's in the XLK folder, what are you gonna say? You know, it's Apple, Microsoft. What about healthcare? What about discretionary, financials, comms, industrials? You know, and you should know these for some of the top sectors at least. Just so when you're looking around the market, you're not just like, oh crap, I need to check tech. Let me look at the Qs. No. You should go check Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, AMD, so on and so on. Well, maybe not AMD, but Nvidia. Apple possibly losing 90. Almost said 90 EMA. 9 EMA. Microsoft also producing a red candle because of this BD slowdown that tech needs to pull back down. Amazon also producing a red candle. Pretty fair, normal reaction. Again, they pumped into 9 EMA. Very normal reaction. Same for Tesla. Pumped straight into resistance. Is Meta finally done? Exactly, general knowledge. It's just good to have it. It's not even about like, oh, this is so I can get rich. Like, no, it's just good to know that stuff. It's good to have market awareness. Holding the golden pocket of this move. Good eye, King Carnage. Good callouts, Jay. I keep saying Jay, it's going to confuse people. Good callouts, Hidden Land. Possible 3-bar play on the 5-minute. Hidden Land is J. J is Hidden Land. XOK having a rough time, even with Apple and Microsoft doing so well. AMD leaking pretty hard. Nvidia also down pretty hard. You might think, yeah, it's not down as bad as Nvidia or AMD, but 1% on Nvidia is a lot bigger than 2% on AMD, considering Nvidia actually weighs on SPY. You can see it's the 4th top weight. AMD's not even in the top 20. You go to the tech folder, you can see they're in the top 20. They're 11th. But they have almost no effect. They'd have to do a pretty big move to have a bigger move on SPY. So Nvidia moving is a pretty big thing. 1% on Nvidia is a bigger piece of damage than AMD dropping 2% on tech sector. Just mathematically. Tesla possibly revamping to get back above 155.50. We'll see if that breakout occurs. Again, we saw that normal reaction on Amazon after the pop to slow down against the 9 EMA. See if they wick and can hold up. If they start to push up higher again, that could help out the Tesla push. Still just impressed by these drops on AMD and Nvidia, and then the pumps on Apple and Microsoft. Tech sector really all over the place today. Like I said, possible 3-bar play. They're trying to hold it, it looks like. Again, if they can just get over this and hold on top of it, that's a very good sign for bulls. Still just under that supply that we have highlighted there. Really looking for a break above and a hold over, more so than just a break above. This is pretty much a really, really good spot for bears as long as the previous day high doesn't break. That's pretty much how this is. Oh, let's go see that bigger time frame chart. Yeah, so we went from a bearish kicker to a continuation. Now we got a higher open, test that area below, pulled back up today, and now we have a bullish kicker. So if we can hold a green day today, could add some extra momentum into going and smacking at least the 9 EMA. I'd say a secondary target would be 410 for the bigger time frames to go up higher. I'd say 9 EMA and 410 are the two targets above if this green bullish kicker maintains for the day. Also, to be fair, it is catalytic related. It's mainly because of earnings. And we're still just getting sellers in that area. And shout out to all of you, seriously, inside of the Discord, a lot of you have been posting amazing plays. I've seen Daffy post some plays, Carl has posted some plays, I've seen Boo Rock, of course, but tons of members, new tons of members that have been here for months on end. You know, I'm seeing tons of amazing plays posted by you guys, and not really just for the gains or the losses of it. I like that a lot of you guys are taking it for the opportunity and really just the learning side of things. Posting, why are you getting in it? Why do you like it? Why do you not like it? So shout out to all of you if you are also helping keep this community so great. Yeah, tech pulled back significantly in the last 15-20 minutes. Healthcare, while everything else was falling back down, healthcare is actually picking up. So keep an eye on that. Might be seeing a transition here. XLY, which is discretionary, Amazon, Tesla sector, you can see they are still holding above the 9 EMA. So are banks. Comms actually just made a new high of day, so those are doing great with Meta trying to move higher, Google holding, and Netflix trying to get a little bit of a reversal going. Apple seems to be trying to hold on to that previous day high. Even after breaking 9 EMA, they did not break 165.30s. I don't think I charted far enough for AMD. Microsoft still holding over previous day highs. Nvidia starting to act up just under the previous day lows. So see if they can retake that area. If so, bulls can actually start to build some base in that area. Amazon still defended previous day high as we talked about it, which in turn could help out Tesla possibly break 155.50. Google moved higher. Meta still holding, and Netflix getting a reversal. Comm sector is just too strong for Netflix to move low on its own. Could call out Carnage and Evis. Love the updates. Appreciate you both. See if bulls are trying to hold this supply as support, possibly turn it into demand and get a pump out of this. They're still trading inside of it, holding it as support. No close back below since we got into this area. We also haven't closed out of this area to the top side either. It's really 50-50 right here, but it's starting to add a little bit to bulls in my opinion. Underside, we've been holding the same. At the same point, you could say, well, it's also adding to the seller side because they're building wicks and they're under the supply. And you'd be correct. It's very 50-50 right here in this blue area. Nobody has control here. They're trying to see who has control. So be very careful if you are in a position in this area. Like I said, very 50-50 here. Yep, lower high too. Good add-on. Hey, and be sure to drop a like on the stream. I see we have over 170 people, 66 likes. Be sure to even that up a little bit, everybody. Appreciate you. It helps out the channel a lot. It really does. And it's free to leave a like. Still just watching to see who gets control of this previous day high supply. Amazon getting great movement. Tesla trying to get over that big key area. Google still kicking ass. They're going into previous day highs. Comms are really doing great this morning. Healthcare rejecting 9 EMA. I'd watch previous day low on them to see if they crack that or not. Up. Yeah, pretty much nothing but buying is going on all the top weights right now. There we go, 408.50 getting smacked as soon as they broke out. That was a little quick. Just resharing that in chat. That wasn't like sharing it for the first time. That was just sharing to everybody. Ooh, and good job, Shane. I see he's got some pretty big, and by pretty big, I mean fat gains on some of these trades he took. Looks like he traded SPY and NVIDIA. Two out of two, nice. And Devontae, nice, just took a nice trade as well. He took a 40% entry on Tesla. Beautiful job. Again, I'm going to the trade results channel. I'm just talking about people in here who have posted. Devontae just took a 40% entry on Tesla. They are still stuck against 408.50 after pushing through that potential supply. Push through it. The question is, can they hold over it now? Finally, though, we got some movement, though. I'm happy about that. Elon Musk meets with head of state. Musk met with Schumer and other lawmakers to discuss AI regulation. I definitely don't blame them. Such a clean day of price action so far. You know, like, I'll just tell the story of the chart so far. We had our open, you know, after all the craziness and the earnings and how market moved it before market opened. But we had that indecisive candle. They pushed up, touched supply, came down, and yeah, they broke today's open, but couldn't break that new low, right? Built over it, retook today's open, retook 9 EMA, so basically put us back to square one. Pushed up into supply, didn't have enough strength to just, you know, initially push through it and break it. Built 15 minutes to the right. Even though they did pull back a little bit on each of these three candles, not one of them closed outside of this range. So that's very impressive, and still holding 9 EMA as they got to catch up and touch the bottom of that third candle. And then they got that pump. You know, now they're at resistance, perfectly hitting it. Looks like I was 1 cent off of my level. Yeah, AI needs to be regulated ASAP, and I'm not too big on big government oversight, but I agree it should be regulated 100%. It 100% needs to be. Just for the good of everybody. Even though that sounds counterintuitive. Nvidia was the missing link. When it turned green, the pump was on. They were a little part of it. To be fair, Amazon was also pushing. You had Tesla pushing. You had Google pushing. You have Meta still pushing. You have Netflix still reversing. So it wasn't just Nvidia. It was actually a combination of a lot of things. But I would say Nvidia was one of the missing links. See, like, you wouldn't see me saying AMD was one of the missing links. AMD did push up, but they don't weigh enough to really make that reflect on SPY enough. Apple also got a push. So, again, pretty much everything just got a little bit of a push for the most part. But it is nice to see Nvidia trying to actually act alive and retaking a known level, too, previous day lows. They can keep holding this area basically between the low of this. Okay, so see how this reversed? Let me get a yes before I start moving on. Does everybody see the low of day here before it reversed and moved up higher? I'm about to show you how to draw demand. How to draw intraday demand. Everybody sees this low of day before it reversed? All right, so since we know this was the low of day and then it reversed from here, right? There's a huge spike here. We know this is a reversal point. That is clear as day to all of us. We understand that. So how can this help me going into the next day? We can draw an area of demand here, because if you go from the low of that move to the top of the last red candle before the reversal, so essentially all of it is basically just the entirety of this candle, then that will help us draw an area of potential demand. So let's draw one. So we'll go from the top of that candle. I'm going to scroll over here so I can have it, but I'm essentially going to the bottom of that red candle over there. That one that we were just looking at. So this creates a potential area of demand. So price can either come down, break this, and honestly reject it like it is now and try to turn it to supply. Some days you'll see price come down to this, try to build base off of this, and then move higher off of it. So that's what you like to look for. Now let's look at the other side. How to draw intraday supply. Who sees the reversal right here? You kind of stopped here, high of day. They pulled down, made a lower high from it, and we're pretty much down the rest of the day since then. Right? So we all see that. So how to draw supply? Well, supply is the high of the move to the open of the last green candle before that reversal, which would essentially be all in this same candle. So I'm going to go from the open of that candle, and I'm going to scroll up to the high of it, but I'm going to go up to here so it can reflect on my chart on the right. And now you have supply. So we have demand, an area of where buyers should be, which, again, guys, that doesn't mean every time this area gets touched, start buying calls. It does not mean that. This means this is where you can start to look for potential base building price action, potential bullish candlesticks. This is where you want to look for that patterns with positioning type price action, right? They can turn that into seller area. You guys just saw this happen on the bigger time frames with the old supply turning demand. And then it turns supply again. It just keeps reversing. But overall, I just want to make that clear. But that's essentially how you draw your supply and your demand. Which again, supply doesn't mean just start selling from here. Every time we touch this, start shorting it. It does not mean that. This is where you should be looking for bearish price action. This is where you should be looking for extra confirmation from price action. I've been drawing these for you guys on SPY pretty much every single day. But I would start to utilize those more. I wanted to make sure we were all clear on that. That made sense, because it's not hard to draw. It doesn't ruin the levels. It doesn't really get in the way. If anything, it adds extra confirmation onto a chart. Is it always going to work? No, nothing ever does. Is it always going to give you perfect opportunity? No, you might see price, where you have a range here. Here, let me do it like this. Let's say you have supply here and you have demand here. What can price essentially do besides breaking out? I mean, it could technically just stay inside of this range the entire day. It doesn't have to go anywhere. It could just stay inside the range all day. But I wanted to make that clear because, again, it's very easy to draw. It should just add extra confirmation to your chart. And it's very effective. Remember, we do have 410 as a major level up here, but that's not the only level above. We have 409, 409.50, and then we have that 410. Well, I do like it for profit. Holding 50% and golden pocket on SPY. Tesla is shaking up its top leadership in South Korea just one day after CEO Elon Musk met with South Korea's president to discuss further investment in the country. Be sure to drop a like on the stream. Hopefully some of you guys enjoy some of the lessons, breakdowns, updates, levels that we go over in here. 100% appreciate the likes on the stream, though. Bull flag? Possibly. We do have lowering volume on these sellers. They're still above previous day's supply, possibly trying to hold it as demand now. Like I said, lowering volume. Still above the 9 EMA, still above a really good area. So yeah, you could still see a bull flag occur. I'm actually going to post that in chat. I said possible bullish retest as long as 9 EMA and previous day supply hold as support, turning it into demand. Now I'm saying a break back under puts us back to square one. Check on some of our weights and sectors real quick. Apple's kind of in retest mode. AMD breaking back to the previous day low. Microsoft still holding against the highs. Nvidia still building in that potential demand. They have a higher low on their low of day now. Amazon against pre-market high. Tesla back under 155.50 after pushing above the pre-market high. They're still above 9 EMA, so they're squeezing in between those two areas. Google still near high of day. Meta just had a slight pullback. They're still above their low of day from open. And Netflix trying to defend previous day lows still. Tech got a pop. Healthcare got a drop. Discretionary pulled back a little bit. Still holding a good 9 EMA. Financials, same story. Same for comms. Good call out Maxon. Wow, you guys destroyed the trade results channel after I said that. Leland posted. Mark Millie just posted. Mr. Charlie just posted. People just posted. Deep just posted. Wow. So many amazing clean. And thank you guys for not just posting gains, but also posting a chart or reasonings why you liked it so much. Great job. Thank you again. AMD selling back off the yesterday low level. pretty fair reaction after the amount of buying that just happened on them finally. So we'll see if after that seller reaction, can they hold above their low of day, or are they going to make a new low of day? That's kind of the big thing to look out for next. Nvidia really just trying to see if they can continue to hold their low of day as well, because I saw they built a higher low, but it wasn't really much room, you know, that could be taken out easily. So they also need to produce a little bit better results to show that they want to continue moving higher. Base builds can be very slow, so give them some time on AMD and Nvidia, because those are possibly what you're going to have to look for today for any kind of upside plays on those. So that'll take anywhere from 30 minutes to 3-4 hours, sometimes even longer depending how long it takes for the base to build. Amazon's still near the high of day. Tesla's still fighting that 155.50, which is the pre-market high. What's Apple doing? Apple made a new high of day. Microsoft made a new high of day. Saw Nvidia and AMD fighting. Amazon making a new high of day right now. That could help out Tesla. Netflix even pumping a little bit. I would not be surprised if we continue getting some buyers on some of these weights. We could definitely push through 408.50. To get to 410 though, that's a whole nother question, because you got 409, 409.50. I'd say 410 is the least of your worries right now. I'd worried about those closer targets if you're anybody in here who's long or possibly looking at any of these positions. Not a bad idea, gold creation. A wise person once said, plan the trade, trade the plan. Still just seeing if SPY as a whole has enough strength to push through this new high at 408.50, possibly push to 409, 409.50. We have seen tech do their job. Even AMD and Nvidia got a little bit of a support catch finally instead of just plunging continuously. Amazon pushed a new high. Tesla pushed a new high, or is trying to push a new high, sorry. Google's still at high of day. Meta's still up. Netflix pushing up. So a lot of things are actually holding us up. Energy pulling down, and healthcare was. So actually should be looking for a pop here on SPY now with how much movement we're getting. New high of day. Now, can they give us 409, or are they going to keep giving us trouble here at 408.50? Yeah, Jerry Springer died today. Rest in peace. They're having trouble pushing this level right here. With Apple pushing, AMD pushing, Microsoft pushing, Nvidia pushing, Amazon pushing, Tesla pushing, Google's at high of day. I mean, everything's pushing. Healthcare giving us some short-term trouble. Even energy got a little bit of a push there. They are not liking that level so far still. Didn't even hear you call it, and I called the same trade. Good job, man. Yeah, I was just posting in chat that the retest hit. Again, I posted that this is a possible bullish retest when King Carnage brought up possible bull flag, and now we're up against the main target again, which would be high of day. So if you did take the 80% entry, great job. Round of applause. Clap yourself. Or pat yourself on the back, not clap yourself on the back. It came out wrong. But good job, Creator Trades. Glad to see you did that. Regardless of hearing me or not. I'm happy for that. That's a, I mean, that was a, like, playbook 80% entry, too. It had lowering volume and everything. I'm not going to say rare that you get that, but you don't get that every day. So it's definitely a blessing when you do see it pop up like that. Oh, y'all heard when I played Dreaming? I saw Spy trying to push, and I was like, you know what all these other weights are holding? Let me just play Dreaming and see if it does anything. Nope. Apple slowing down. AMD still getting some buyers. Microsoft still looking good. Even after all that Nvidia action, they still didn't close over the 9 EMA. They're still just fighting it. Amazon damn near hit 110. Tesla still holding over 155.50. Google just pushed a new high of day. Netflix, not a new high of day, but a new recent high because they've been struggling after the first 15-minute drop they had. It is the song. The song definitely has some part of it. I can see my P&L diminishing as we speak. Possibly. You do have a minute left on that candle. To be fair, they haven't cracked this low, so that'd be kind of your trigger for that. Eric, right here, this support here. Because they're holding the same low. But yes, essentially, yes, that could be seen as a potential reversal candle. Good eye. It just isn't much for me yet. We're above a bullish area, and if anything, we're just still holding reset candles. So it might not be pretty, but I still see this as bullish price action. We got above previous day. I would like to see a better retest of that area, but this could be seen as that retest, so I'm not going to argue it. We'll see if they grind it up here, if they're going to crack us back down. Good eye, though, looking at different time frames. Never a bad thing to do. I guess I'll jump out to the 10. And thank you guys for over 85 likes on the stream. 100% appreciate it. Thank you guys again. Who is ready for full day Friday stream tomorrow? I think for the first half it'll just be me and a couple of the guys, and then I think for the second half Devin will tune in to the second half of the stream, so you'll have everybody there tomorrow. Me ready. We'll have to see how today goes, but today's price action will definitely have some effect on tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, I think it's morning. It's either morning or after hours. There's a lot of energy reporting, so be careful of energy sector tomorrow. Core PCE reports tomorrow, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. No swing gang. Ready. I'm ready for full live streams every day. Yeah, we'll see about that. I think it would honestly just get old if I did them every day, because there'd be times where I would literally just sit here and not talk for a little bit, because there's just going to be times where there's nothing to update. You know, like right now, it's like we're above a bullish area, but we're against resistance. So everybody's going to be asking questions like, where are we going next? Well, it's like, it's not really easy to say. You know, it's we either break above 408.50s and we can head towards better, higher resistances, or we pull back more aggressively, still try to hold the area below and still get a bounce that pushes us through 408.50s or keep us in a range trade, or we get a nastier pullback that take us down below that and they break 407.50. You know, there's so many scenarios in front of you right now. It's not just, oh, we're going up. Like, no, there's a lot more going on here. Good call out on AMD. I'm going to feel like a dummy for not taking profits, but have a stop loss at break even. Yeah, Fro, Google's not stopping. Google's kicking ass today. They're like, hold up, we gotta match Meta. That'd be crazy if they somehow did that. Nvidia is touching 9 EMA on the 10-minute as well as 269 level. Apple looking like it wants to pull down a little bit more. Fake bear. All right, well, they tapped the 9 EMA on the 10-minute. We'll see if they continue to hold this. They're going to push through 408.50 or they're going to break through the 9 EMA. That'll give you a good short-term sense of direction. Can we get 4 more likes on the stream to break 100? 4 more. Yeah, they're wicking it now, but nothing crazy yet. There's still a lot of time on this 10-minute candle. Ace, love the update. Got about 5 minutes left on this 10-minute candle. Nasty pullback. Got about 3 minutes left in this candle. Previous day high looking real weak. Yeah, they're definitely not reacting to it very well. Still in it, technically. If you look at the 407.50 as a combination of it. Nasty reversal on the 5 minute under the 9 EMA to take them back down. 10 minute, of course, keeping us a little bit more calm. We can see they're just still battling the 9 EMA and that previous day supply. Still just seeing them battle this area. Got about 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, done. Eric, you must have walked away because I did play Acid Nation. I had literally played it before the pullback. I played it right after Must Be Dreaming. I played it directly after. So yeah, what's up? Retract that statement. Where's the black ink? Put it over it. Where's the Sharpie? I mean, it's not playing right now. Here, I'll play it again. Actually, it's not. It wouldn't be good timing to play it right now. I might have to play Must Be Dreaming here pretty soon. Actually, it might be time for Acid Nation still. So big thing is, guys, on the 5-minute, check out to see can we break that 407.50. If not, then we probably will get a small buyer reaction off this support. That is the next thing to look out for. No, just keep that off your playlist. Can you give a warning next time? I did. I gave a warning. I swear to God. I said when I was going to play Must Be Dreaming, then I played it. Then I said I'm going to play Acid Nation, and then I played it. I'll give y'all multiple warnings next time. How about that? I got y'all. Just take it off the playlist. You know what? Just rid of it. Gone. Forever. Here, we'll play this song. This is a median song. Anybody can have control when this song's on. How's that? We're like taking this song selection serious. Like, hold up. It's not the right time. In the future, that's going to be a very funny story to tell. Why do you guys keep playing Acid Nation and Must Be Dreaming when you guys want the stocks to rise or drop? No reason. We have a third sector turning red, XLB, gray call out Daffy, Jack asked, I had to step away for an hour, what did I miss? You saw a good push. They held above the previous day highs, with a good 80% entry. Then we got a secondary push, rejected the same exact high basically. Now we're back down to that same area where we currently bounced. Now we're going to see, are we going to be pulling back under? You're FOMOing on the stream, not trades. I guess that's a healthy alternative. Some tickers are cruising, others are quite stale. Yeah, I know, 100%. I'm ready for some more coffee and a slice of toasted stale sourdough bread. Ooh. $1 getting me hungry. Want to see 406 hit? We'll see if it does, Mel. How was everyone's day so far? Are you guys taking trades? Have you guys taken profits and you're just chilling? Have you taken a loss and you're just chilling? Or are you just sitting cash? What's everyone up to? Y'all vibing? Y'all not? What are y'all doing? Vibing, I feel that. I swung PFE puts, slowly dropping still. Red, two loss, 1 win. Didn't take profits, up 700 now, only up 28, but I'm green. Oh, come on, Ace. You'll do better. I'm proud of you, though. Holding an SPX put. Just trading my plan and hoping SPY follows my plan. Don't hope. Just chilling. Been away for a while, trying to catch up. I feel that, Candace. Take your time. No rush. One trade. Plus, it's hard to come back on a week where we have a bunch of earnings and it's blackout week before the Fed meeting, so... Definitely take your time. One trade, you hit your daily goals, stapled hands to the desk. Round of applause for you for profit. Very happy for you. Started dabbling a little on paper, not going crazy with it. Hey, Jack, like I said before, man, take your time. Too many times do I see people say, oh, I should have just gotten in, or oh, I should have just done this, or oh, I should have just done that. It's like it's so easy afterwards to say what you should or could have done, you know? But paper trading and mental trading are two really good ways of giving yourself that reassurance without putting yourself at risk. And when you are, if you are paper trading, because I do prefer people to just visualize and do some like mental trading. If you are paper trading, try not to focus on the amount of gains or losses you're getting, like the size of them. I would more so less focus on where's your entry, where's your exit. I'm getting off the 1 minute. I was just wanting to watch the retest of this area. Let's go. Got out of the call for 20%. It was having a rough time getting over 408.50s. Good job, GC. Love to see it. Would you consider this a bear flag? It definitely could be seen as one because you have weak volume, indecisive candles, but I really just see it as price trying to see if it can gather strength to hold 407.50 or not, considering this is the pivot point to see who has control. So it's not really fair to say vaguely, oh yeah, it's a bear flag. But you do have indecisive candles after breaking a very, very key area. So really, I wouldn't call it anything. I would just look for the break of 407.50 or not. When you say bear flag, it's probably the most vague term ever. So I don't like to say that because that makes people think like, oh, I'll just grab puts and in 20 minutes I'll be up. Nope. $407.50 is the key area. No, I feel that, Jack. I was just making sure because some people might be like, oh, I'll just do paper trading then, and then they just focus on the percentages of everything. It's like, dude, like you're not actually up 80% in that trade. And then you go to ask them the more important questions like, why did you take that trade? What did you like about it? And they'll just sit there like, what do you mean? It's like, oh, so you weren't actually trading then. You were just focusing on the numbers. Some people do that. Is the dump incoming? Oh man, they could totally trap so many shorts right here if they pumped it from here back up to like 408s. They could trap so many people between 407.50 and 408.50. And then bring it back down below 407.50, trap all the people who are getting super bullish again. They could have a field day today. And by they, I mean the market makers. Stop giving them ideas. That'd be crazy if we did that. If you guys noticed just now. I deleted this. I went from the old lead test where we rejected, pulled back down. And then I added this one where we jumped up to this, fell to here, got a good pop. Now we're rejecting the lead test again at 408.40s. Bigger time frame telling us exactly what's up. So we're kind of stuck between these two areas right now. I hope a lot of you guys are paying attention to that, because I'm not joking. That alone has given you direction on where we're going. And I've never really ever sat here and gone like I told you so type guy, because I just hate sounding like a dickhead. But overall, I have been telling you guys, like, here's the chart link. Here's how we charted this together. So I really do hope some of you are taking some of that information away. Not just for, like, just for that day, but I hope you're taking that away forever. Like, being able to take those levels and add it to your chart and everything. And then review what we talked about. It's crazy, too, because we'll have people come in here and be like, how come y'all never talked about this or that? I was like, what are you talking about? Like, that's all we talked about. All I talk about is SPY, bigger and smaller time frame. I give y'all direction, talk about where can they possibly push higher from, where can they push lower from, and where can they push to. We always give every single one of those. Google going to pop another high of day? Chill out. Microsoft hit a new high of day. AMD hit previous day close. Now they're above previous day low, kind of stuck between those two areas. Apple almost smacking 167, slowing down again. SPY still just kind of reacting to this area. Sucks for HODL BBY. Still looks like a job. Oh, y'all are talking about BBBY. My bad. Alright, so for the rest of the day, you're either going to get a good push from here, and they go retest these highs or make a lower high, or we see them break down from here, and they go retest today's open or make a higher low from today's low so far, and then we trade within that range. Overall, though, we have had really clean price action, really clean story so far up to the upside, really good breakdown so far. They haven't gotten a second leg down, even though it looks like they really want to. Talked about the bigger time frame, so you guys are all caught up on that. So far, the watch list hasn't done that bad. I just don't blame you if you didn't take a trade on like AMD or Nvidia because of how quick they fell. So if you missed out on those opportunities, I don't blame you. Tesla, so far, you just had slight opportunity above 155.50s. Yeah, my bad, I had to reread that. So list so far is just kind of mid/average today, nothing crazy. SPY, though, today, levels are on point. Now it's just kind of watching what they want to do next. You guys have already seen how far they want to take this up and everything. But I think I'm going to end the stream there. I appreciate each and every one of you. Feel free to join the Discord and add your own updates or trades or anything inside of the Discord. It is free to go type in there and discuss with everybody. Hope you guys enjoy the community. And thank you guys again for the heavy amount of support on today's stream. We will definitely be around for tomorrow's full day Friday. So make sure you guys are around. Let's try to catch some plays tomorrow. Try to get a couple scalps going, get a couple updates out there. But I'll see you guys later on. Again, thank you again. We are on full day Friday Eve especially. Good job, John. Full day Friday Eve. What a word. Or what a way to put that. But I'll see you guys later on. Again, thank you again. I really do love you all. I'll see you guys later on. And YouTube members, make sure to go check out that YouTube content. I still see a lot of you guys not seeing it. I don't think you know that it's there. So again, check out the membership section on the YouTube. I'll see you guys later on.